All right. More drafts. And while last week we had Bant Cube, this week we have Temur Cube. So, similar to last week, we are not going to see any black or white cards, as everything will be in the Temur colors, the red, blue, and the green. So, I have not played this draft yet. I have not taken a look at the supported archetypes, although I am sure you're going to see a lot of the usual suspects for this color. These colors, rather. Let's just jump into pick one, pack one. I like Emrakul. I mean, I don't like Nexus of Fate, but I like Nexus of Fate when I'm playing it. Snapcaster Mage is amazing. I'm going to take the Splinter Twin. If there's a Splinter Twin in a format, you better believe I'm going to take it. So, anyways, I'm sure there are probably quite a few different combo-ish decks in the format, but it's kind of hard for me to pass a Splinter Twin, pick one, pack one, and wow, yeah. Do I just go all in, I guess? Take the Kiki Jiki now? If you first pick a Splinter Twin, it's kind of forced, right? To just take the Kiki Jiki pick two. If this wasn't in the pack, Volcanic Island or Force of Negation, probably my picks. Tinker in here as well. Not sure what you can tinker for, but yeah, I mean, kind of just moving all in already, so see what we go from here. Obviously, we're going to be looking for the important combo pieces. Deceiver Exarch, Pestermite, Zealous Conscripts, and they could have, like, Kyora's Follower or something as well. That wouldn't be super surprising. Anyways, pick number 3, and I think what we want to do here is probably Pact of Negation or Gitaxian Probe. Pact, just because you can go off on the same turn while holding up a 0-mana counter. Probe to give you that information if it's good to go off, plus, you know, it digs you one card deeper. I think both are very good. I usually like erring on the side of Probe, but, I mean, both of these quote-unquote free spells are pretty legitimate. All right. Pick 4. Jace versus Cold Steel Heart for me. I think I'm going to go with the Heart here. Fixing the ramp is pretty good. Yeah, not much else to say. I feel like Jace is just a little bit too frail. I don't know how many creatures I'm going to be running in a combo deck like this. And so, you know, if you just play out Jace early, well, they're going to use a removal spell. And I mean, Jace is very, very good, don't get me wrong, but I like taking the artifact there. And boom, bingo, bango, bongo. Daddy's got an Exarch. Yes, there it is. Not going to pass Exarch here for anything. We just need to make sure we get it. And, well, now we have it. Glorybringer. I actually want to Fairy to wheel, but not going to be upset about not wheeling anything out of the pack, as we have exactly what we came to look for. Slippery Bogbonder. 3/3 flash, hexproof. Weird. Put a hexproof counter on target creature. That was a strange one. Anyway, good pack here again for us. We have a Negate, Talisman of Creativity, Mystical Dispute, Temple of Epiphany, and a Goldspan Dragon. All of those cards, fantastic choices. Once again here, I think I like taking the Fixing and the Ramp. And yeah, I mean, can't imagine a much better start than what we have here for a Temur Cube draft. I'm going to want to pick up some number of counter magic spells, of course, and maybe Mystical Dispute is a better choice in that scenario. I'm not sure how many mana rocks there are in this format, but I guess we'll just have to see. But yeah, already getting the Deceiver Exarch, the Twin, and the Kiki Jiki is just basically as good as you're going to have. What does this do again? It doesn't copy the graveyard, right? It just copies on the battlefield, but it can copy a Planeswalker. Yeah, alright, so we don't really need that. Can't really see us playing Jace here either. Rite of Flame is not really what we're looking for. Lightning Greaves sadly does not work with the Splinter Twin Kiki Jiki plan, as it gives Shroud and not Hexproof. So could just be I take the Temple of Abandon here in case I want to end up splashing a little bit of green. I think the land is a fine choice. Go from there. Okay, pick 8. We have a Thirst for Knowledge, an Essence Capture. Burning Hands, I guess, could be fine for a little bit of interaction, especially on some bigger green creatures. I think because we're comboing, though, I'd rather just take the card draw and get thirsty. Nobody wants the Nexus of Fate, huh? Do I want the Nexus of Fate? Probably not. I guess I'll just take the Spirebluff Canal here. That or Treasure Map seem pretty good. I mean, something like Either Gust is obviously just a main deck in this format as well, because unless that person, or unless your opponent is mono green, then, oh sorry, mono blue, then this is always going to find a target. But let's take the fixing, and wow, wielding Force of Negation is fantastic. Love it. Thespian Stage also in this cube, so maybe there's some land deck in this format as well, but I don't know how good the Basalt Monolith is going to be. I guess I'm going to take it. I'm sure there are some number of draw 7s in the format, and so given that we already have 3 mana rocks now, getting those draw 7s could help in a combo deck, of course. Expansion Explosion's not awful. I don't know if I'm going to start it, but it's a worthy consideration. Negate on the wheel. Great. Okay, yeah. So we did get some counter magic on the wheel, which is nice. This is a wonderful start. We'll see about that Basalt Monolith, too. For now, we'll put it to the side since it doesn't give us any colors. But yeah. Just building good old Splinter Twin here in Temur Cube. I mentioned it in the last video during the Bant Cube, but I think there's one. I believe there's one more week of specialty cubes. Last week was Bant Cube. This week is the Temur Cube, and then the next week is there should be another cube. I'm not 100% certain, but all that information you can find on the Wizards site. Let's see, wait, how do I have 16 cards? No, that's 15 cards in mine. All right, so we're going to pack 2 now. And what did we open? Nothing stand out-ish for me. Mizzix's Mastery is probably really, really fun in this format. I'm sure there's some big expensive haymakers. Don't think Mindbreak Trap is what we want to do here. Although I bet you there's some Storm deck this is a really good sideboard card against. With Counter Magic, Fires of Invention's really, really awkward since you can only cast spells on your turn. So I guess it's going to be like Muldrifter or versus Brainstorm. Currently no shuffle effects for the Brainstorm. I know there were a couple fetches I saw in pack 1, but yeah, I guess I'm okay taking the Muldrifter then instead of taking the Brainstorm. Not a thrilling first pack, but not the worst. Okay, pick number 2. We've got an Embercleave, a Bone Crusher Giant, Charticourse. Looks like the Dark Depths combo is in. I didn't end up taking that Thespian Stage. I wouldn't play it anyways, but something to note. I think here is just probably an easy Bone Crusher Giant. This card is... I mean, Eldraine was a messed up set. Let's be realistic about it. You had Oko, which they had to ban, of course. And then you have all of the adventure cards, which, I mean, Standard has been plagued, for lack of a better word, plagued with all of the Eldraine cards just because of how good they are, you know? Your Bone Crusher Giants, your Lonely Beasts. Or Love-Struck Beasts, anyways. Yeah, we'll take the Bone Crusher. Go to next pack. Karanos, pretty easy slam dunk here for me. I like Karanos a lot more than Karn even. Just, you play it, it's really hard for them to interact with. 1, it's an enchantment, but 2, it's indestructible. And it just does so much work. It either bolts something every turn, or you draw a card extra every turn. It's kind of like a mini Planeswalker. And that's going to be my choice here instead of anything else. Okay, next pack, easy Mystic Confluence. Oh, look at that. It's a pretty nice art on Ancient Grudge. The only other consideration here really would be the Wandering Fumarole. I mean, I know the Imperial Recruiter is perfect for this deck, but this card wheels basically every single time, so which is why I'm not considering it here. But yeah, happy to take the Mystic Confluence, a little bit more control, and then planning on wielding the Recruiter or the Fumarole, no problem. Another pretty strong pack here. I think once again I'm just going to take the Mana Rock for fixing and ramp. Pyromancer would be good, Jite would be okay, Bolt and Cloudskate also on the radar. Not going to expect to wheel any of the cards that I'm hoping for, but I think this is an easy signet. Okay, click, very nice. Another great card to have in this style of deck. Lets you get a little bit more information about if it's free to go for the combo, but with Flashy Flash, you know, you can hold up counters in addition to being able to hold up the click. Boiler works, huh? I don't know how many ways there are to interact with lands. I could actually see these lands being kind of a downside in the format if your opponent has a way to get rid of them, right? You just really kind of set yourself back. Maybe it's better just to take the Fabled Passage here instead. I think that's probably fine. And we might even wield the Brainstorm, you know, so. Oh, there's Voltaic Key in here too. Potentially a lot of different combo pieces. We'll take the Venser, though. Some more good interaction. Venser is really nice with Splinter Twin, too, if you need to. Though that's not the ideal strategy, of course. All right, that was pick 8, so yeah. First go-around of pack 2 was kind of nice. Still would like one more way to combo off if possible. Just having the Deceiver Exarch is a little bit suspect, I suppose. But I guess we're getting other ways to win the game outside of the Deceiver Exarch with Kiki Jiki or Splinter Twin, right? Okay, our initial pack. Let's just take the Mindbreak Trap for sideboard. We're not going to main deck that. It's a bad counterspell otherwise. Chart a Course seems okay. Over Cathartic Reunion, I think that's nice. No Brainstorm. Gifts Ungiven is for the Storm deck. We did see Grape Shot earlier. Oh, wait. By we did see Grape Shot earlier, I mean it's in the same exact pack as the gifts. Anyways, yeah, looks like there is a viable Storm deck in the format, but again, we're not doing that, so. Sideboard Pongify is okay. Oh, we did get Seasoned Pyromancer back. We'll see about running that one. I guess it might be a little bit awkward on the mana if I don't get any more fixing. Hoping for what, that Fumarole? No, we got the Chief Engineer. We didn't expect anything to wheel, but still one more pack to go, so we're sitting in a really good spot. I think fixing now is... Well, I guess I don't even need that much fixing, do I? Like, I have the 3 artifacts that all produce red and blue, so... Or in the case of Heart, red or blue. But yeah, looking pretty good here. Okay, as a combo deck, Impulse is really solid, but I think the Glenelendra Archmage is probably just a little bit too good to pass. In the majority of cubes, Glenelendra Archmage is just, you know, one of the better creatures. It does so much work, and it's so annoying. Yeah, it's too good. I mean, even though it's like a face-up counterspell, it's so hard for your opponent not to run into it. Just because they have to kind of force the action, you know? Jace the Mind Sculptor. It's a pretty good card, too. We are passing a Scalding Tarn. But I don't see how I can pass a Jace. Maybe if Jace wasn't in the pack, I would take the land, but this is just a little bit too good. I'm also a big fan of Minotaur's Augury. This card is really fun. Very, very slow, but man, can it get you a lot of value. Show and Tell. Oh, there's a good Tinker target. The Blightsteel Colossus. This just looks like a very easy Electrolyze for us here. Yep. Nice deck so far. Let's see. Could use, I guess, maybe a little bit more counter magic, if possible. Flusterstorm, perhaps. Oh, there's an Epiphany here, too. Epiphany's a little bit expensive, though. Yeah, I think I might want the cheaper interactive spell here in the form of the Flusterstorm. I don't think Rowan and Will is something that we want. Kind of interesting. I mean, this is the more powerful card, but I guess in my deck, what is this going to do, really? Counterspell, draw a card. Counterspell, bounce something, draw a card for 6 mana. Yeah, I'd rather just take Flusterstorm here. Next pack. Oh, another really good one here for us. We have basically enough playables. I'm going to take the Fire of the Islet here for just some more fixing. I think the other consideration is like Torrential Gearhulk. But I don't have that many instants to flashback. We have Confluence, which is insane. Force, Thirst, that's 3. Negate, Flusterstorm. So probably not quite enough. And I still need that fixing, so let's just take that. It's good value land. Chromatic Lantern. That is probably not a necessity here. So let's take a sideboard Shield Breaker for opposing artifacts. Okay, Image. A fine card to main deck, but I think maybe we'll sideboard that as well for now. Yeah, just looking for like one more playable. Wish I had taken a little bit more fixing earlier, but oh, okay. Well, there we go. Great pack here for us. Expressive Iteration and a Brazen Borrower. I have to imagine the Storm deck is actually really good in this format. I might have to try that next time if it's available. Oh man, I don't know what's better here, Brazen or Expressive. Both are insane. I guess I'd rather have the Brazen Borrower, but man, that's probably really close. All right, pretty good deck. My only regret is not taking some more red-blue lands, but the fact that I have 3 2-mana artifacts kind of helps with the fixing problem. Although the Scalding Tarn and the Fumarole and whatever else I passed hurts a little bit. Batterskull perhaps for the sideboard doesn't seem terrible. Not sure how good the aggro decks are going to be in this format, but it doesn't seem like one that's awful to have. Well, there's the Augury on the wheel. Morog is also really fun, but I don't think we're going to be playing that one, and we're probably not playing the Augury. It's just too slow. Deadeye Navigator to go with Moldrifter, kind of spicy, or Flicker the Glenelendra to reset it. Again, fun, but doesn't really go in line with what we're trying to do, which is just combo off or win with like some value creatures. No hits for Trinket Mage. Aria Flint. Oh, Feel the Ruin sideboard's okay. All right, I kind of dig this. In fact, I might even run the Field of Ruin. It doesn't seem awful. It actually, you know what? The Field of Ruin gives me an extra way for a shuffle effect off of Jace's Brainstorm, so that actually has some utility there too. All right, fun little one there. Again, we first picked Splinter Twin, then Kiki Jiki, then we saw the Deceiver Exarch. Didn't see any of the other combo pieces though, so we're gonna have to pick and choose our spots. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the deck. Let's just add some lands and roll with it. 8 islands, 5 mountains. Yeah, that seems sufficient. And looks good to go. Let's submit that and go to round 1. Round one, fight of the Temur Cube. Won the die roll, play first. Hand looks great. I'm gonna hold on to the probe until we want the information. I don't think we need to cast it immediately turn one. Not a big rush in these type of scenarios. So game plan here, I guess, is just turn 2 Signet, turn 3 drop. Might be on turn 3 I end up casting the probe to see what we want to lead with. Decide from there. Taiga. All right. Wait. Double Taiga? So sometimes in these cubes they add duplicates of the duels just so that there's better fixing. So that could certainly be what is going on here. So I do have 4 drops like Jace that I could draw. I think I'm going to go ahead and pay the life on the probe instead of paying mana. And we'll get a better idea of what's going on here. Alright, they have... So they do have a little bit of interaction or remand there. Yeah, I guess we probably want to play out our Seasoned Pyromancer then and probably just discard 2 lands. Find 2 new cards, keep the Splinter Twin. Okay. I mean, they might just be forced to cast the Nature's Lore this turn if they didn't draw a land. Because, funny enough, because of the Signet, they can't cast Jade Light Ranger. Oh, okay, they drew a Ponder. I'm going to go ahead and just let that resolve. They could go Ponder into Jade Light. If they have a green. Let's see, they decided to not shuffle. All right. They might just pass with Remand open. Oh, no, they're going to play Nature's Lore maybe. All right. Oh, it puts it on the battlefield untapped, right? Okay. So that makes sense. Nature's Lore into Hold Up Remand. All right, we're just going to attack for 2 and pass here. So if they go for Titan or Sphinx, I will Venser it. Looks like they're going to go for Blood Braid plus Remand, though. That's fine. And they hit a Vendilion Click. All right. Well, that's kind of unfortunate. Good hits for them there. Oh, that's really awkward for me, isn't it? So what's my play then? I guess I'm going to Venser the Vendilion Click. They'll probably Remand the Venser. And then I'm going to force pitching Thirst on the Remand. Because we know all 4 cards in their hand right now, but I think our game plan might just be Venser plus Splinter Twin. Okay, they actually let it resolve, so we'll Venser the Click. They'll get their Blood Braid. No attacks. All right, I'm okay with that. Just gonna go ahead and, I guess, attack with both then. Hold the Splinter Twin. And, I mean, kind of have to, like, click them on draw step now. But I can only take one of their 6-drops here. I don't know. Looks like we're in a really bad spot. Okay, so take the Titan, leave them Sphinx, perhaps. I mean, I can't really beat any of those cards. Oh, whoops, I showed the wrong one, or got rid of the wrong cards. So they have Sphinx, Jade Light Ranger, Remand, Click, and one unknown. Yeah, that sounds right. Negate. Well, I think we're just losing to that Consecrated Sphinx now. I mean, I was going to lose to the Inferno Titan as well, but... yeah, this is just pretty awful, isn't it? Alright, I guess I don't have enough choice. I'm going to go ahead and Thirst for Knowledge, give them 6 more cards. Okay, now, there is a chance here. I have to... well, I mean, they still have the Vendilion Click, which is going to get me, but... I have to set up a scenario where I can Deceiver, Exarch, and Twin. And then be able to hold up... yeah, this is... they're looking really bad. They have 11 cards in their hand. I almost wonder if I should just concede before giving them any more information if they do click me. Wood Elves, okay. So it looks like Phantasmal Image might be worth bringing in versus them to copy like Sphinx or something. Yeah, I mean, we're not out of this. Might not look great, but we're not out of this. Not with the combo. Damn. That's really unlucky. If they didn't hit an island there, they wouldn't be able to click. Because now they can... yeah, they still have click mana now. And remand mana, for that matter. Take my 4. So, if they click me... oh, they didn't, okay. I was going to say, if they click me, I can flash out the Deceiver Exarch in response, and then they take Twin, and then I can still draw Kiki Jiki. Alright, so... let's go and flash out the Exarch. Untap a land. Okay. And remember, they do get to, yeah, when they take a card with click, they get to, funny enough, they get to draw 2 more with the Sphinx if they want to. So I need to draw exactly Kiki. Well, no, this doesn't even work. Because I would need to have a 7th mana source as well as the Kiki Jiki to play around Remand. And I'm sure at this point they have even more to go along with it. Okay, they're tapping a lot. Oh, did they? Wait, does that matter? No, that doesn't actually matter. That doesn't kill my Deceiver Exarch. They can kill the Click and the Pyromancer, but that's okay. Alright, looks like these non-creature counters are a lot worse than I was expecting them to be. Alright, Click and Pyromancer down. They still have 2 blue, 5 mana. So I guess the game plan here is to electrolyze end of turn and hope to draw either Kiki Jiki or land, and then draw the other. Oh, okay, this works too. That's fine. Sower of Temptation, they can try to take the Deceiver Exarch, but we can electrolyze the Sower. So we still have outs here. If I can draw... Nope, that wasn't it. I needed to draw it. Oh, no. They're tapped out, though. So, yeah, Kiki Jiki still wins off the top. Because remember, you cannot force a negation for free unless it's the opponent's turn. So, Kiki Jiki off the top is the win. Can we do it? 1 out of 20? And actually 1 out of 19 because they bottom something? We could not do it. All right, GG's. Good beats. All right. So, I guess I want to bring in the image. Flusterstorm didn't look all that impressive versus them. Maybe even Pongify is necessary. It's just an extra way to deal with like the Titan and the Sphinx. Yeah, I guess this format is a lot less spell heavy than I imagined. Like there's still just tons of value creatures. That's like we got beat down by Click and Bloodbraid and Sphinx. So let's run it like this and go to game 2. All right. Game 2 of the first round, and I'm on the play. I'm gonna keep this, but 3/5 drops is not exactly where we wanted to be. So this hand really wants to draw one of my mana rocks to cast the 5 drops a turn early. But worst case scenario, we can always dig a little bit with the Seasoned Pyromancer, discard something. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to discard one of these with Pyromancer next turn. Signet, sure. That's what we wanted on turn 2. Bone Crusher Giant. Alright, I think we want to discard Bone Crusher Giant for sure. And then either land or a 5-drop. All of these 5-drops are so good, though. I mean, I can probably get away with pitching a land. Well, we didn't draw another land. But we did draw Thirst for Knowledge, which can help us dig for said land. Bloodbraid Elf again. Yeah. Hitting a treasure map. Is that something that I want to force of negation? I don't think so. Sure, I'm okay with that trade. Alright, did find a land, not bad. So I guess we just Field of Ruin. Pass. They did show us the Simic Growth Chamber, so we can make that kind of a dead draw for them. As far as lands are concerned. Wood Elves, alright. And I'm going to I'm going to Thirst for Knowledge in response to them getting the land, so they can't remand now. And we'll discard Image and Mountain. Impulse. That resolves. All right, so this is a good opportunity for us to resolve our Karanos next turn. If we want to. Because I don't think holding up Mystic Confluence is the game plan when they have Treasure Map online, plus I don't have any pressure on the board. I mean, I do have the activated ability of the Seasoned Pyromancer, but that's also pretty good, but I think slamming Karanos has just got to be the play. This is a turn where we could see one of their scary fatties, though. Seagate Oracle, that's not scary. Alright, looks like they're just digging then. So they probably don't have anything good to answer this in their hand. Yeah, and now if they just pass, we can sit back on Confluence, on Force of Negation, on Activate Pyromancer. Can go ahead and kill the Oracle. And just pass here, no problem. Very good position to be in. All right. So they're going to flip their map. They're going to get 3 treasures. Oracle of Moldiah to start things off. Yeah, we'll let that resolve. There's their growth chamber, but again, we have the Field of Ruins, so that's not really going to cut it. But I think we just make some 1/1s end of turn here. Okay, get to kill the Oracle. Attack for 2. Do I care about them drawing Jade Light Ranger? Not particularly. I kind of want them to draw the Jade Light Ranger, in fact. I think my plan here is to go ahead and play out the Signet. Pass. And then on draw step, after they've drawn the Jade Light Ranger kill their Growth Chamber. I think I'm okay with them having Treasure Cove here. Maybe this isn't right, but... we'll find out, I suppose. Chronos already doing heavy lifting. Alright, there's their Jade Light. Nature's Lore. They probably don't want that. Inferno Titan. They probably do want that. Yeah, so they're going to draw Titan next turn. I mean, as good as Kronos is, I guess it's not as much pressure as I would hope. Alright, looks like they're just going to pass here. That's fine. Another non-land hit. Alright, I mean, Kronos is just going to kill every single one of their creatures. I'll keep attacking for 2. And just pass. Not in a rush to do anything here. Alright, so Titan, 4 unknown cards. So I can actually counter the Titan with Mystic Confluence, make them pay 6. Right, they have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana right now. Yep, so counter unless they pay 6 and then draw a card. If they try to counter back, I can Force of Negation. We only saw Remand from them in game 1, but would not be surprised if they have quite a bit more. Alright, we are going to get the counter on it. Nice. Get to draw a card as well. And they're just going to pass, yeah. So we can just sit back. Again, most of our spells we can do at instant speed. And wow, I don't think Kronos has revealed an extra land yet. It's been a lightning bolt every single turn since I played it. Go ahead and chart a course. Probably find land here, I would imagine. Feeling pretty good about my spot. Jace the Mind Sculptor. Do I care about that resolving? I guess I'll just go for Venser on that. Because they tapped 3 of their blue sources, so... they would have to sack their treasure to recast it, and Jace is not even that good on this board. We're still holding up Pongify and Force. Seven mana. Karn. Alright. So exile Pongify. Get rid of the Karn. And we can actually just kill them by turning Karanos into a... Or sorry, yeah, Karanos into a creature next turn. We can also probe. They already saw probe from us in game 1, so might as well check if they have anything. They do not. We also have the Kiki Jiki win, actually. But this is good enough here, turning Karanos into a creature. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, we don't even need to play the Exarch if we don't want to. Okay, nice little game 2 there. Karanos showing its power. Let's do something similar in game 3. Yeah, run it back. GG go 3. Okay, and here we are for game 3 of the first round. Hand's not great, but certainly something I can keep, I think. It's got good colors, and it's got some interaction plus card draw, so while it might not look like the best possible hand, it's you can't mulligan these type of hands. Looks like opponent might be taking a mulligan. Ooh, they went to 5. Okay. Well, when the opponent mulligans, these type of hands certainly look a lot better, I will say that. Okay, 5. 5 it is. Misty Rainforest. I guess we hold the Fabled Passage in case we draw Jace for now. Okay, there's their first Taiga. And if they play their Signet here, I would bounce it. Oh, man. Field of Ruin will just completely wreck them if we can draw it. Negate's not a bad draw. All right. Land go was fine by me. Two-mana Signet. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and negate that. For sure. Hey, there's our Jace. All right. I think this turn I'm just going to Deceiver Exarch their land, though. This is effectively taking them off of 2 lands this turn by tapping it down. If they want to remand, that's fine. Sure. Still gives us more leeway for Jace to resolve. Treasure map. All right. Hey. Wow. So is it better to Field of Ruin now instead? That takes them off of 2 mana. That's pretty busted. Yeah, I think that's got to be the play. It's such a beating when they're on a mulligan to 5. Okay, they forgot to scry. So we're just going to pass. Probably bounce their treasure map end of turn unless they do something here instead. Okay, Bloodbraid Elf again. Hitting Beast Within. Probably not the best hit. I don't think they're going to... I mean, maybe they try to get aggressive and blow up one of their own lands. Wow, they are going to blow up a land of mine? Okay. I was not expecting that. Let's go ahead and bounce the map. Not that I mind it. I mean, I don't think that's bad for us. And we're just going to immediately Fate Seal them. Get our Jace up to 5. Want to put that on the bottom? I think I do want to put the land on the bottom. All right, treasure map and 2 unknown cards now. And at this point, we're just going to brainstorm since we have the shuffle anyways. Good draw. Yeah, pretty good. So let's get rid of Thirst and... Well, okay, so... I guess I would just want to play Karanos this turn, right? So let's put Island on top, and then Thirst. Play Fiery. Play Karanos. Pass. And then Karanos is going to reveal the Thirst for Knowledge and Lightning Bolt the Bloodbraid Elf next turn. And we go from there. +2 on Jace is much worse when they have the map scrying, so... Yeah, that Field of Ruin on the Simic Growth Chamber was brutal. All right, land number 6. We do know they have some fatties. Is this Titan? Yes, it is. Good draw. All right, so they can kill the beast and then attack Jace for 3. So what I get to do now is bolt their Titan for 3 off of Karanos, image their Inferno Titan, finish it off for 3 damage. Brainstorm. Let's get rid of land, shuffle away, and say go. How did they do it? They left it on top. All right, so draw step, click, probably click away whatever they drew. Sower and Jace. Yeah, we actually... Yeah, let's take the Sower, and if they try to Jace, we can just counter it. And I imagine that's probably going to prompt a scoop. I think they're also just dead on board, right? 6, 12, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, I think they're just dead. Play the Signet. Attack. Ping them for 3. And then we can pump up the Inferno Titan, and that should be lethal. All right. Well, that worked out. GG, 1-0. Let's win the next 2. And round number 2 of this Temur Cube. We are on the draw, I believe, with a 6-land Flusterstorm hand. So we'll ship that one back. And, well, Flusterstorm is back, but this hand looks pretty nice. We'll keep that for sure. I guess I'm going to pitch the Flusterstorm versus Unknown. And we just want to hit our 3rd land for sure. 3rd land would probably unlock our 4th. This looks like mono blue control right now, I'll tell you that much. It would have to be something really scary for me to force some negation. That's not scary enough, although I don't like them having ramp. Probe. I think we do probe here because I have 3 of the 2-mana artifacts I can draw. Deceiver Exarch, Imperial Recruiter, Splinter Twin, Firebolt. Well, well, well. I guess we are playing a mirror match. The Force of Negation is probably going to get them pretty good, would be my guess. Well, they drew land number 4. All right. Now the question becomes, do they just want to go for it? Let's see. Will they flash out the Deceiver Exarch end of turn? If they do, I can really bait them a little bit too. If they Deceiver Exarch end of turn, I can Thirst for Knowledge in response to the, well, rather, tap for Thirst for Knowledge in response to the land that they're going to tap. Okay, Imperial Recruiter's fine. And then they would probably go for it, and I would just force a negation. Corridor Monitor. Oh, Ancestral Vision Suspend is unfortunate. Well, I mean, do I just flash out my Deceiver Exarch now? I don't think so. I think we Thirst first. And we can discard Cold Steel Heart. Very nice. Let's go land, pass. Venser on Ancestral Vision is going to be really good. And we're going to go ahead and get them here. I'm going to flash out my Exarch, going to tap their island, and going to eat their Imperial Recruiter. They are going to stomp my Exarch in response. So now the question becomes, do I want to save my Exarch That was a really good draw for them. Because what would I be pitching here? Venser? Or, no, I guess I would pitch Charticourse. Because their plan is just to Firebolt after the fact. Okay, I'm going to get rid of Charticourse here. And I'm going to counter the Stomp instead of the Firebolt, because I don't want them to have a 4-3. But now my shields are a little bit down. But we still have perfect information on them, so. And I could always just draw Splinter Twin or Kiki Jiki myself to just immediately win. Yep. So why did they oh, they can't. Never mind, I see. I almost want to just draw 3 cards with Mystic Confluence. I think that's probably right. Because I have the chance to just win the game here. Ooh, these are all fantastic draw steps. Okay. Well, now I'm feeling really safe. So I just have to play my cards right. Literally just have to play my cards right. So I guess... I guess I'm going to go land Signet. Could just pass, but play Glenalendra seems right. All right, so odds are they're just going to double Firebolt my Glenalendra this turn. That's fine. And then we get to Venser the Ancestral Vision next turn, plus hold up Negate for Twin. Yep. All right. That is okay by me. And again, I could just draw one of my own combo pieces to win immediately. All right, so pass. Venser. What does this do? Okay, that's fine. Bounce the vision back to your hand. Are they planning on Splinter Twinning? They have to put it on the corridor monitor if they're going to go for it. Nope, they're just going to suspend again. All right, so they're going to wait another turn. And then we just keep digging. I think I'm just going to immediately Jace Brainstorm. And they only have one unknown card in their hand, so I think I'm pretty safe to just go for it if I want to. They only have 3 red open, so. Nice. Okay. Whew. Oh, Gitaxian Probe, you're so good. All right, Pongify definitely comes in this matchup. And that's about it, really. Don't think Mindbreak Trap is all that good. Actually, Expansion Explosion doesn't seem terrible as a way to copy a spell, too. Let's do that. Pongify and Expansion Explosion in. I'll cut the Mold Drifter as it's a little bit slow. And do I need Electrolyze? No, probably not. Is it better than Bone Crusher? No. They had all of the 4 toughness creatures, so if they had, if we had seen Kiki Jiki or Pestermite or whatever, maybe, but. All right, on the draw here again, presumably for game 2 of the second round. Hand looks good. Got double blue and triple red already. And some good interaction in the form of counter and bounce. A little bit of selection with the chart, of course, as well. Opponent running 42 cards now. Interesting. Taking a mulligan to 6. The only problem with adding more cards to your deck, especially when you're a combo deck, is that you reduce your odds of finding your specific cards, so it gets pretty awkward to do that. Oh, Lotus Petal turn 1. Okay. Nice draw. Yeah, we're definitely going to go the control route here. Although I don't actually have a way to well, that's not true. I don't know what I was going to say. Turn 2 Legion Warboss. Okay. That's a problem. I need to draw Stomp now. Yikes. So, I guess... I guess I'm going to let them get a token here. And then Petty Theft their Warboss now. They might not have had a third land is the only thing. But... oh, I guess this was bad. They were going to get a token either way, weren't they? Yeah, this was a mistake. I should have just bounced. I gave them a free token. That was poor play. I didn't think about that all the way through. Anyways, on their draw step, I'm going to go ahead and click them. If we go to a game 3, that Electrolyze is definitely just coming back in. Okay, they had Burning Hands, sure. No lands, but they have super aggro. I don't actually think I take any of those cards. So we take 4 here, we go to 13. And then next turn I can flash in Venser, bounce a token, trade with the Pyromancer, something like that. Fire Diamond. Yeah, okay. I'll go ahead and bounce that then. And now they might not even want to attack, so. 2/2 is actually real nice on this board, funny enough. Oh, okay. I'm fine with this too. I'll go ahead and just eat. Eat a 1/1. And so we know what's already in their hand. So let's dig a little bit deeper here with chart. I'm going to go ahead and discard by doing this, but land pass. Okay, they have Signet this time, that's fine. Still have perfect information on their hand. Yep, I'm going to keep blocking the 1/1s. Now, they do have Fire Blast in their hand, so a little bit scary to go too low, but I think I just need to keep the Venser right now. And remember, Brazen only blocks Flyer, so I didn't have a good block there. That's actually kind of fine. I can Pongify my own Brazen for a 3/3 now. Let's go ahead and actually just pass here. I can Expansion Explosion for 2. If they're just going to run out their Warboss again, that's fine. Pestermite, sure. So we're going to tap down my Venser. That's okay. I'm wondering if I want to explode their Pyromancer for 2 or their Pestermite now. Because I don't think I need to Pongify quite yet, but... especially since they played a Flyer now, keeping the Brazen Borrower is actually relevant, you know? this is interesting. I don't think I can afford to go down to 3. So maybe I just Pongify my Brazen, eat the young Pyromancer, and then explode the Pestermite for 1? This is kind of strange. Not great, but... okay, that's a good draw. So we have perfect information. They have Blast, Warboss, Recruiter, Exarch, and the Fire Diamond. Let's go ahead and draw some cards. And I guess we discard 2 land. Go ahead and probe for mana. Again, we already know what's in their hand, but this is just to draw another card. Oh, Bone Crusher was nice. Alright, so now we can attack for 3 and pass. Manamorphose. Alright, we're going to let that resolve. I'm going to save Flusterstorm for Fire Blast. I'm just going to play out the Fire Diamond instead. Okay, that's alright. Oh, and they drew Ancestral Vision, sure. So now we're going to stomp the token. Play out Karanos. Play out Bone Crusher. Attack for 5. I don't need to hold up Flusterstorm this turn. Or at least, I don't think I do. I hope I don't. They still need a mountain before they can Fire Blast for free. And I really just need to clock them, you know? Alright, Flame Slash, sure. And then maybe just hold up their Deceiver Exarch, or are they going to play out their Warboss? Now it looks like they're going to hold up Deceiver. Drew a land, so we're going to draw an extra card. Not what we are looking for. Go to combat. There's the Deceiver. Shoot. This is getting dangerous now. Still have a couple turns on the Ancestral, thankfully, but... there's the Warboss. They can hit me for 1, which will put me to 4. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm going to just die to them drawing a mountain now. Unless Kronos does some heavy lifting here. Force of Negation. That's a good hit. Okay. So now I can actually... shoot face. Attack with both. They're forced to block. And we should just win next turn. I guess I do lose to a Kiki-Jiki off the top, but that's it. And that's not Kiki-Jiki. Unless there's something Imperial Recruiter can get that I'm forgetting about. I guess I don't win next turn. I mean, Kronos could still hit a brick and they have enough blockers. Ooh, scary. Sure, a 1/4 blocker. Fire Blast face. That was a mistake because I can Flusterstorm that. And they knew I have the force in my hand, I guess. But we get to Flusterstorm the Fire Blast, and now we get to Force of Negation the Ancestral. So that was really good for us. I can thin out my deck a little bit by using Field of Ruin, but I don't think that's what we want to do when I can still draw Jace. That's a good draw. Go ahead and aim it upstairs. And that should be game. I don't think there's anything they can draw at this point, because they can't cast Kiki-Jiki. So as soon as I just counter this Ancestral Vision, then it should be GG's, right? Oof, man, cutting that Electrolyze almost cost me. They got a lot more aggro than I was expecting. But hey, we're 2-0, and, you know, we could potentially get a trophy here. So let's GG, go to round 3. And here we are for the third and final round of this Temur Cube draft with our red-blue twin deck. I'm on the play versus an unknown, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this hand, even though, well, 6 mana sources is not the ideal start, but I have faith in the draw step. I think you could very easily mulligan that hand, though, and it's probably leaning towards more correct to mulligan, but I'm sure I'll draw some good stuff. See, now I just draw Deceiver Exarch, and it's easy. I hope. Uh-oh. Another land is not good, though. Expressive Iteration. I'm going to go ahead and counter that. Too often that turns into like a draw 2. Just too much value. Bone Crusher Giant. Okay. Honestly, it might not be bad to stomp their face and then just cast it out. Although I don't see myself being in a rush right now, so probably better to wait just in case they play like a Glenelendra Archmage this turn or something. It's a good draw. I will accept Mystic Confluence. Game plan, man. They tap out for like a 5-drop, I counter plus draw 2 would be fantastic. Gonna hold the Field of Ruin until I don't have any more lands to play in case they have a Karoo. Impulse, end of turn. I will let that resolve. I think if they pass again, I'm gonna stomp their face end of turn and then cast out the Giant on my turn because I'll still have the Confluence mana open. just to get something on the board. A battle of wits. Treasure map. It's good to go. We can Field of Ruin the land, the treasure map land on the final turn. Alright, I mean, we've got a really good plan in hand now, so. While they do have 5 cards in their hand and they've just been passing, we can probably go for a little bit of action if we want to. This looks big. Oh, they're storming! Okay. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna... counter plus draw 2. And then if they counter back, they're not going to have any mana to left to do anything. Sure. And then we'll flash out Deceiver Exarch and go for it. They're going to have 1 blue mana up, and I'm going to go for Splinter Twin. It might actually be better to go for Charticourse first to see if I can hit like Flusterstorm or something, just in case. Although I suppose if I go for Splinter Twin and they have Force, then I can always Jace post-combat. I have 9 mana available. They have 1 card in their hand. What other counter magic do I have? It's not much, right? I could also draw Probe to take a peek or Negate. Oh yeah, it's probably worth it then. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with Charticourse. And we drew the click, perfect. Take a peek at their hand. None of those cards are relevant. And then we just go for Twin. All right, nice. So the opponent is on Storm, and they have Thassa's Oracle to win with, or at least one of their ways to win. Which means what? Mindbreak Trap, 100% comes in. Is that about it? We don't need Electrolyze. Any other good interaction? I guess Shieldbreaker's probably worth it. We saw Treasure Map, but I wouldn't be surprised if they have some more artifacts of their own. Ooh, you know what? If they have Brain Freeze, I can Expansion Explosion their... Oh, no, wait, that doesn't work like that. Don't listen to me. Yeah, we'll just bring in the Mindbreak Trap and the Shieldbreaker. Cut the Muldrifter and the Electrolyze. Go to game number 2. And again, this is borderline, but I think it is keepable. Flusterstorm is really, really freaking good versus Storm. And we have like turn 2 Bone Crusher, turn 3, turn 2 Stomp, turn 3 Giant to put the pressure on again. Could also just play Cold Steel on turn 2, I guess. We'll see. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Cold Steel. All right, Expressive Iteration. I would not have Flusterstormed that, for the record. Land Pass is good, now that we drew the Thirst. If I didn't draw Thirst, I'd run out the Bone Crusher there. Nice, good draws. Let's pitch 2 lands. Okay. Well, now, yeah, I think we just passed now. Oh, that's not true. Playing out Bone Crusher's got to be good. I need pressure, and I'm still holding up Brazen plus Flusterstorm. We'll see if it bites me in the butt not playing out the, or not discarding Field of Ruin, though, since it looks like they were on mono basics for the majority of the game last time. All right, attack for 4 and pass. Are they just going to play Thousand Year Storm? Just slam it? If they do, I'm just going to let it resolve, Brazen Borrower, and flash it out. If they pass again, I'm still going to flash out the Brazen Borrower, I think. Because we're still holding open Confluence plus Fluster, so. Jeskai's Will. Add red for each card in target opponent's hand. Huh. Alright, this might be risky, but I'm going to let it resolve. It's only a +2 mana spell. There's the Thousand Year Storm. They only have 2 blue available, though. But I'm guessing I should probably just Confluence. It's a cool card. Oh, Jeska's Will, not Jeskai's Will. Jeska, like the barbarian from Odyssey or whatever. Alright, attack for 4. Really good hand still. Gonna click them on draw step. Still have Fluster and Brazen available. Alright, draw step. Click. Say, what you got in there, friend? Any juicy fruits? In response, tap 6. What is this? Turnabout their lands. Okay, I'm gonna let that resolve. Is this just like an expansion explosion? For 4? Easy Flusterstorm if it is. Yeah. Oh, and they even targeted the Bone Crusher, so they take 2 extra damage. Alright, and they're just going to concede. Easy. Wow, that was our easiest match, I think, just because we had so much good interaction, yeah. Seems like Storm might be a little bit of a hard one to do in this format. just because of all the interactions. Since remember, this is the Temur Cube, so there's going to be nothing but blue, red, and green cards. But hey, nice little trophy there. Hopefully you guys all enjoyed that. Surprisingly, I didn't go off with the twin combo all that much. It was actually a lot of just control elements and then winning with like Karanos or whatever. But thanks for watching this week's Temur Cube draft here on the Card Kingdom YouTube channel. Don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com for all of your Magic card related needs. And I will see you all back next week for another draft. Thanks for watching.